So, guys, Burkina Faso declared a UN official a persona non grata and asked her to leave the country immediately. That was on the 17th. And the reason for this is that she put up a report on the internet that the Burkina Faso military have killed, stroke rape, 258 civilians this year. In her report, there is one thing really worthy of note. She failed to mention the terrorists, the acts, the atrocities committed by the terrorist groups, right? She failed to mention anything about the terrorists. And this is not a mistake. This is not an error. This is not a kind of emission, like emitting something that you will say, oh, it was by mistake. No, it's not. It is a campaign to try to slowly demonize the leaders of the Burkina Faso government so that with time they will declare them as a terrorist group against their own people. Then they will have a legitimate reason to now come into Burkina Faso and remove Ibrahim Traore. So we have to see things like this just like an act of war. Like when you see a post like that, ask questions. So how are Burkina Faso military personnel just going to a village, unaliving people without any reason? No, they are going to, or ask simple question. Where is the UN report, like critical report on Israel, on what happened what is happening in Palestine? Where is the UN report? Where is the UN report on what the US did in Iran, violating Iranian airspace without any authorization or any vote from the UN Security Council? Where is the report, right? So things like that, we have to just make sure when you see something like that, don't even be convinced for a second as an African. When you see that, scroll past it. This time, stuff like this are not supposed to work on us because when the sad thing is just when I see posts like that, you see some Africans criticizing the government of Burkina Faso. Of course, it is okay to criticize a government, but we should use our own mind. We should not let other people think for us. It's past that time. We should be able to think for ourselves. Don't let anybody think for you because those people, they don't have our best interests at heart. So we have to make sure we do our own thing from now, henceforth. The report on Burkina Faso killings through raping 258 women, civilians is false.